So the other day, Asha and I were talking about it, and we're in Arkansas, so we're sort of in, the calm before the storm, right? It hasn't really hit Arkansas yet.
Yeah, there's 0 confirmed cases.
Yeah, and so, Asha was even saying, she's like, it's really hard to make these dramatic, change in lifestyle.
Yeah, and like we're making these dramatic changes before we need to, and it's because it can be really challenging to make big changes, like stop shaking people's hands. So we'd rather be more prepared than underprepared.
So we're starting now, and we have been practicing with some different ideas. One, you have shows all the time. Ashtyn's always playing. Everyone wants to shake her hand. So what have you been doing about that?
Well, the first night I tried to not shake hands. I went and immediately shook hands. And so I was like constantly going to the bathroom and washing my hands till they're cracking. And I would come back and they'd shake my hand again. So each show, it's been like an experiment where it's been like, okay, now I really need to be strict about not shaking hands, even and like be able to show that I'm engaged in the conversation and friendly without shaking hands.
Because people get upset, right?
Yeah, they think you're being rude or like, I don't know. It doesn't come off well if someone puts out their hand and you don't shake it.
So what are you going to adopt now? What are you going to do?
So what I've started doing is elbow touches because I want to reach to shake their hand. So the easiest transition into going into something with no touch for me right now is doing the elbow touch.
Okay. I think I'm going to stick with like the bowing. I just don't even want to touch people in general.
Yeah, I don't want to touch them. I just I've been so bad at shaking hands that it's going to be an easier transition to me to do the elbow touch.
Yeah. And then and you made a sign too, right?
Yeah.
Can you show them your sign? It's going to probably be backwards here. Is it backwards?
Yeah.
It says, if you touch me, cough, or sneeze near me, I will spray you with Lysol. Thanks, with a heart.
Yeah. So I used this at my show last night, and overall it went really well. People, only one person, like this drunk guy was like asking me to spray him with Lysol. So like,
yeah.
But overall people were great about it.
So my experiment a couple of days ago was my first day of preventative health, right? So I have a dog. My mom lives next door. And so my mom got home and I set up a little tin with like water and some dish soap, and we're going to clean the dog's feet off before they came inside. So she got home. She leaned over to put the dog's feet in the pan, then her phone falls out into the water. So I was trying to help her. We went and got the rice that we like stocked up for the coronavirus, just in case, food supplies run out. We had to use our rice to basically soak her phone in to get all the water out. So it was a total disaster. Today went a little bit better with my dogs. I'm still working on it. Do not have it down yet. But it's like you have to rethink everything, like even at the gas station, right?
Yeah, so at the gas pump, I thought I was doing really well. I had the Lysol wipe. I put my card in. I was using it to press the little buttons. I was using Lysol wipe to grab the pump. And then I asked for my zip code and I used my hand. And I was like, well, all that, now I have the coronavirus,
Yeah, so it's really hard getting used to these new habits, but we're trying to do it like in advance. So once it actually hits Arkansas, which it will, we're sort of like in the habits of doing things. I think people are like, well, why are you being so crazy and paranoid? And for me, it's like, well, my mom lives next door and she's...
Yeah, we're not worried about us physically passing away because of this virus.
Yeah, I'm not worried about me, but what I would like to do is, help my mom out, or people who are, less...
immunocompromised.
Right, yeah. So that's our reason for doing it and wanting to like be healthier and wash our hands. So we're not spreading anything to people who maybe don't have, strong immune systems.
Yeah, and if everyone just went ahead and went extreme about washing your hands and like just exercising really good public health habits, it can only cause good things.